everybody. I'm Eloise. I'm working for Arviva. I'm working with Chloé, and I'm here. We are here this morning to show you a tool that we created last year. Well, at the beginning of the year, to measure the like Eloise said, the carbon footprint emissions of cultural projects in the living arts sector mainly. And so nice to meet you. We are glad to talk with you this morning. And so we did like we split the work between me and Chloé. First of all, I'm going to just introduce you our Arviva, our organization, how it works, why it was created, and then I will show you quickly, like explain you why we created that tool, which is its name is Seeds. And how we managed to create it, and how is it going now with this project. And after I will show you the tool, and we are going to go inside and to see like how it works and like what it looks like. And after I will let Chloé talk about other kind of tool that we found online and everything, because we want to show you also like other tools existing at the European scale. So yeah, feel free to like raise your hand and ask anything, or I think we want to we want to talk with you and answer to your question at first. So feel free to express yourself. So maybe I can start with a short introduction about Arviva. So let me share the screen. Okay, so do you see my screen? Is it okay? Okay. So as I said, like I'm going just to introduce Arviva and the tool, and after I will let Chloé talk to you about other calculators, and we kept a little like 30 minutes at the end to have a discussion about it. So first of all, just to like introduce you Arviva, like Eloise said, we are a non-profit organization, French organization created in 2019 by professionals in the living arts sector. So they were like, they wanted to create an organization that could tackle the ecological challenges for the sector, and so they created this organization. And from 2019, we are now kind of big. I mean, we are gathering 350 members who can be like, I don't know, concert halls and or dance companies, or like every kind of living art organization, and every kind of topic also between theater, dance, circus, music, everything. So yeah, we are like growing little by little, and we are aiming to develop tools for the living art sector to like go towards green transition and to tackle every kind of challenges linked to that, to the green transition. So what do we do? First of all, we organize events in France mainly for now. We have like one yearly congress where we discuss about the topics related to ecological challenges and living art sector. This year it's going to be in 3 weeks in Évreux, little town in France. And so if you are by any chance in France, you're welcome to join us. Also, we try to organize discussions between different kind of living arts actors. So we work with the public sector also, like cities and regions in France, to like think about how to improve and how to tool up the sector about ecological challenges and environmental issues. So we work with professionals, but also public sector, also individuals, like every kind of person. Also, we have a prize which is called Tremplin in French, and which aims to finance some projects in the living arts sector, and some like innovating projects, but like for the green transition. So you have in front of you the Tremplin of last year, and we are going to switch to the 2033 Tremplin this year. Also, we have training programs, because we want, like I said, we want to tool up the professionals on the environmental issues. So we have 2 big training programs aiming to like really form and to tool up professionals. You can find everything on our website. Also, we have a lot of documentation on this website. It was like one of the first projects of Arviva, to gather documentation on one website for professional to find, I don't know, like action, ideas, resources about the environmental issues for the living arts. So that's basically some of the project that we have in Arviva. And now one of our project that we're going to talk to you a lot today is seeds. So like I said before, it's a tool aiming to measure the carbon emission footprint and other footprint also on biodiversity and circular economy of any kind of project in the living arts. So like if you have a tour, if you have a show, if you have a festival, anything, you can use that tool. Professionals can use it freely to measure the environmental impact of their project. So it was one of our big projects of last year, and now it's completely free, and you can reach it from our website. I can send you the link, of course. So basically this is our this is what we do when we talk about tooling up professional. So why did we create seeds? for two main reasons. Firstly, for our members of the organization, because they were in need of a calculator to measure easily the ecological, environmental footprint of their activities. And also for the living art sector in general, because we were lacking of data about the environmental footprint of the sector in general. So yeah, it was the two main reasons for the individuals and also for the sector that we decided to set up this tool. As I said, the tool SEEDS can measure ecological footprint on 3 levels. So the carbon emissions, of course, but also we introduced some kind of other indicators like about circular economy and biodiversity in the project. So yeah, when you use the tool, you have the 3 levels that you can see. So like carbon emission, a kind of score out of 100 for circular economy and for biodiversity. Yeah, so this is for the indicators, and I can maybe I can just add that it was kind of it's important for Arviva and every project that we set up to have that kind of global comprehension of the environmental issues. Like, we want to tackle, of course, the climate change by measuring footprint emission, but we also want to raise awareness about biodiversity and other issues linked to circular economy, the waste and everything. So that's why we decided to use the 3 indicators. So how did we create it? So first of all, we list the data that we would need to measure the footprint. So I would like I would like that you work a little bit, and I would ask you to your opinion, which kind of data do you need to use SEEDS, like to measure the environmental impact of your living arts project. So you have on the screen several kind of name or indicators, and we had to do a little selection about it because we couldn't like include everything. So I would like you to try to guess which one we kept in the tool and which one we had to like keep for another version, I would like to say. Do you have any idea of what we had to? Yeah. What's your name? Can you please also tell me your name and like your work and maybe your country? Or thank you.
Speak, Martin, please. Martin.
Yeah.
It's talking to me. Hello, my name is Martin. I'm from Spain. I'm working with Rigodon Theater in Italia. I'm working with Rigodon Teatro.
Okay.
Credo, I think that the one that we kept is total kilometers by plane, because plane is the most polluting transport there is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure. We kept this one because it would have been kind of weird to put it away. So thank you. Yeah, exactly. We kept this one. Another one, maybe? Do you have any ideas?
I like to think of number of meals with or without meat because I am trying to be a vegetarian and I have searched about the impact of the meat industry in the planet, and it's a big one. It's a big impact.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We also kept this one because we had also the carbon data about like the difference between a meal with meat and without. So yeah, exactly. We kept this one. Also, we wanted to raise awareness about the choices that professional could do in a project, theater project or anything. Okay, maybe another for the people.
Okay, I will go.
Yeah,
Maybe the use of phytosanitary is really hard to measure because I don't think a lot of cultural actors use it usually, but even when you use, maybe you can measure the liters of phytosanitary that you spread on your land, but I don't think cultural actors use them.
Yeah, so we kept this one, but you're right, like it was mainly for professional, like, I don't know, festivals or open air festivals, and like people working on a space outside. And we don't actually, in the tool, we don't ask people to give the number of liter of phytosanitary liquid used, but we just we kept the question like just do you use phytosanitary yeah in your festival or anything. And so we didn't manage to find the carbon footprint of it, but since we are tackling also the biodiversity level, we wanted to keep it. So that's why we kept it in the tool.
And just does everyone knows what phytosanitary is? Does somebody doesn't know? Everyone, okay,
Yeah,
everyone knows it's a pesticide. Huh?
Yeah, could you please explain it again? I think sanitary seems reasonably understandable, but maybe the phyto part is not completely clear.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. You're right. So I don't know if I'm sorry. Maybe my English explanation would be not really complete. But to sum it up, I would describe it as kind of products that you can use to protect your, I don't know, grass or vegetable, any natural area from some kind of I don't know, animals, or like to improve the like it's a chemical product that you use to make your space or area free of some animals or some vegetables, or yeah, and it's chemical. So usually if you can avoid using it, it's a good point. So that's why we decided to keep the question. And you will see when we'll go inside the tool, but most of the questions are not here for the results or for I don't know, the scoring or everything, but just to have people asking themselves the question and like just thinking of, yeah, I would never think about that kind of about phytosanitary projects, for example. So yeah, we tried to think about the data also in this perspective of raising awareness inside the organization. So thank you. You can see here what we decided, what we couldn't keep for the first version of seeds, but we would like to try improving little by little the tool. So maybe we could, we are going to be able to add all of this data inside the calculator. For now, we had to make choice. So yeah, we decided to keep only a part of that kind of all the data needed. So we finished with a list of what we could ask and all the questions that we wanted to ask to users, seeds users, and then we had to change all of this data into results. So we worked with experts, biodiversity experts, circular economy experts, and for the carbon emission, we managed to do it inside the team because we had some people with the knowledge about it. And so yeah, basically it was a big project with a lot of people working with us, experts, but also our members who were testing the tool, and we could have some feedback from them about the tool and trying to do the tool the best tool as possible. So after, thanks to this teamwork, we were able to create scores, because the footprint part is quite, I would not say simple, but you can find all the data online, and you can like manage to have the carbon footprint number at the end. But for biodiversity and circular economy, it's like more complicated. So we managed with the experts to create some scores. I would not go inside all the process, because I think it's maybe not really, we don't have time, and but I would go, I would describe it with pleasure if you want. Anyway, we worked with them to create a score, the score that you see at the end here, finally, when you use the tool. So yeah, we created all of this scoring result, and then we built the tool. First, it was Excel document that we share with our members to check if everything was okay, if the data was possible to collect for them, if they were like understanding also the results and everything. So yeah, we shared with them the Excel document, and then when it was like finished, we worked with developers to have numeric version, I mean internet version of that tool. So basically, yeah, this is how we managed to build this tool, which is free and open source. Also, it was something that we wanted to create, like something that all the professionals in the living art sector could use quite easily, even if you will see you need some data to use it, but we tried at least to focus on the main impacts and environmental impacts throughout living art project. So maybe you have some question before I just share my screen again to show you the tool and to like go inside it. When you go inside the tool, you have this main website page where you can enter your buildings, your yearly activity, and also projects. So you have the choice to enter what you want. For example, if you want to measure the environmental impact of your building, like your concert hall or your working space or anything, you can create a building here, and you have to like write down some information about your building. Same for same for the yearly working, and same also for projects. Sorry, I don't see you. Yeah, sorry. So like as I said, you have building yearly, I don't know how to traduce it in English correctly, and you have projects. Maybe I can show you projects because I think it could be the one that interests you the most. So this one was already completed. I wrote down some data so you can see like what it really looks like when you finished entering data. So you have different categories regarding your projects. The first one is general information, and it doesn't have an impact of the question after. It's just like for you to know like which kind of project you're evaluating, which kind of people were working on it and everything. So you can enter all your general information here. And after you have a lot of categories. For example, you have energy, so you can enter you can choose a building. If you already enter your building, you can choose it, and the tool will calculate like automatically how much energy you're using for that project, regarding on the number of days your project take inside the building. You have also like some question about the technical parts. I mean, like all the stuff you're using for the sound, for the light and everything. You have also some question if you have an outside area. You have some specific question, but if you don't, for example, if I say no here to that question, it just closes the question. You also have a tool which I hope helps you to calculate the mobility of your teams or of the artists, of also the material. So you can click on it here and you can enter like, for example, here my project is a tour, and so I just enter the different steps and the different cities where I stop. And between the two cities, for example, here, Brest and Rennes, two cities in France, I just entered that I had 3 people traveling by train between the two, and I also had 200 kilogram of material. I also have some, I had one person in my team going back to Marseille, so I just wrote it down, and one person coming back from Strasbourg. So yeah, you can enter basically all the tour and all the mobility here, and after the calculator calculates the impact of this mobility. So after mobility, what do you have? You also have rooming. How do you say that? Hotel and everything. So you can enter it here. You have the food. So what we talked about before. So you have the number of meal with red meat, with white meat, with fish, without meat. So you can really go inside you can have a kind of details level quite important. But I mean, we are not here to check if you are entering the good exactly amount of meals with or without meat. So you can, it's for you, like the tool is really for you to help you improving your process and your environmental impact of your project. So you can enter only the amount that you think you're going to produce, and yeah, there is no need to have the exact amount of everything. You have also a question about all the sorry, I don't know how to say decor and costume, but like all you need for
scenography or costume.
Props.
Yeah. Thank you, exactly. So you have also, kind of, you have question about the materials you use for the scenography, if you use already recycled or anything materials. Also, you have some question about the numeric parts. If you use, some live stream or anything here. Some question here, which are called partie prenante, and it's only like, once again, to raise awareness about how you communicate with your partners about your process and the environmental issues. Other food, but for the public mobility and waste. So yeah, basically this is all the kind of data that you could need to fill the tool. You don't have to, up to you. You have here information about how much you completed the tool. And on the right, so you can see the scoring of biodiversity, circular economy, carbon footprint, and it's evolving while you're fulfilling the tool. You also have some suggestion about action that you could like quickly or easily setting up for your project. And so you have also a website page specific about the result. So you have the famous carbon footprint split between the different categories. So you can see which one you have to, which one could be your action priority, for example. You also have this one for the biodiversity score and also for the economic circular score. And finally, you can find again the action page with some suggestion about some action that would, for example, make better your carbon result or anything. So yeah. Sorry, I was quite quick because I already took some time for Chloé, but as we kept 30 minutes to discuss at the end, I would be really happy to go inside again if something was not clear and if you would like to ask a question.
Thanks a lot, Eloise. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry in advance. I have to keep my voice low and I might cough a lot because I'm a little bit sick. So I hope it won't be too unpleasant for you. But as Eloise said, I'm going to present you other European footprint calculators. So we picked up 4 of them, which you can see on the screen. And before presenting the first one, I just wanted to mention that they were all created especially for measuring and understand the impacts of events in the sector of live shows. So the first one, it's called Creative Climate Tools. It's created by Joyce Bicycle. It's an English carbon calculator and it's totally free. So it's based on a range of different emitting areas, including energy use, water consumption, waste, travel, freight, and materials, etc. So once you've created your account, there's a lot of different functionalities that you can use. There's 2 main sections to fill in. So the first one is projects, which allows you to calculate the footprint of your different projects. And there's another one called buildings that allows you to calculate the footprint of the places where your events are organized. So once you've filled up those 2 sections, there's a lot of other functionalities. So the tool goes beyond the carbon footprint. And there's a lot of functionalities that allows you to measure the sustainability of an event in all that it involves. For example, there is a return on investment calculator and also a beyond carbon survey. So you have to fill in questions also to help the tool progress. So as you can also, as you can see on the screen, I put a screenshot of their website, and on the side you can see all the different functionalities that the tool proposes. So you have the data to fill in, but you also have, for example, documents. You have useful links and resources that you can find to help you put actions to make a progress and make your event more respectful of the environment. So now I'm going to present you the second one. It's Good Planet Foundation's calculator. This one is French and it's also free. This one goal is mostly to help raise awareness on the main environmental issues caused by the sector of live shows and events. So it's based on the French carbon footprint methodology. There is 6 categories to fill in. There's energy, mobility, catering, accommodation, materials and services, and freight. So once you've entered all your data in the calculator, it gives you an estimation of 3 different results. So there's the total of CO2 of your event. There's the emission per person. So every single individual person who will come to your event have a carbon footprint, which is calculated by this tool. And finally, there's the amount in euros of the corresponding offset contribution. So as you can see on the screen, the tool gives you a detail of the most emitting areas of your events and on which areas there's the most progresses to do. And on the top, there is all the different categories that you can that you can put your data on. So that's it for this one. The third one, unfortunately, I cannot show you how it looks like because I don't know why, but the website was not working when I made the PowerPoint, and it's not working today, but hopefully it will be resolved so you can go and check it if you think it could be useful. So this one comes from Finland. It's also free, and I think it's the most accessible one because for this one, you don't need to create an account, which wasn't the case for the two other ones. So it's directly accessible from their website. There's 5 categories to fill in. There's transportation, energy, consumption for the use of space, overnight accommodation, catering, and waste. So as you can see, there's the categories to fill in are very similar in between all the calculators. So for this one, once you've filled in all the 5 categories, the calculator will give you an estimation of your event's carbon footprint and also the amount of carbon offset corresponding. So the goal is to encourage the user to make a climate contribution equal to the emissions of your event. So on this point, I just want to highlight something before presenting the final calculator. So this one and the one I presented before, they are based on the concept of climate contribution and offset contribution, which can be useful to some extent, but it's questionable because it usually doesn't engage an awareness. Well, it can engage in awareness, but not a responsibility or actions. So I would say it's the first step, but if you want to go further, it's good to put actions, whether contribution, like a financial contribution. So the final one, it's a French calculator, and this one is not free, but it offers a higher level of details. It was created in 2020 after the Festival of Cannes in France in order to meet the environmental issues that were highlighted at that time during this festival. The goal of climate is to help users not only measure the gas emissions of the events, but also how to reduce and manage them. So as I said, it's a very complete calculator. So it offers 3 main functionalities. The first one is data collection and calculation. So here, Climate helps you to collect and measure the greenhouse gas emissions produced by your event. And it takes into consideration not only the physical sources, like, for example, transportation, logistic, catering, etc., but it also takes into consideration the digital emission areas, like communication, for example. It's more complete. The second functionality is footprint reduction scenarios. So the tool will help you identify the most emitting activities related to your event, and it will propose different scenarios that will reduce them. And finally, finally, there is the evaluation and continuous improvement. So here, the calculator will allow you to refine your post-event assessments, and you will be able to follow your progress from one event to another, and thus develop your expertise on organizing low-carbon events. So it really will help you to create low-carbon strategies for your events. And so at the end, Climate, as you can see on the next slide, it will give you a very detailed diagnosis, and it will help you define which areas are you're going to have to prioritize to make the most progress for creating low carbon and respectful events. So that's it for the European other tools.